Good morning, everyone. Bear with me one moment as I get my system set up. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Give me 1 second. Give me one second, guys. Having a good morning. Okay, I just have to get my chat up. So, good morning, everybody. I am here for our Q&A together this morning. I just came on to connect with my viewers a little bit more. I want to get to know everybody. I want everybody to get to know me, ask any questions that you may have. Today's going to be very informal. This is probably my second live, but my first Q&A, where I'm allowing you guys to ask any questions that you may have. I'm just going to be here to just, support you guys throughout your journey, whether you're battling a lupus, you're battling kidney disease, maybe you just got a recent kidney transplant, or you're in the phase of working out and enjoying life and being grateful like I am. So if you have any questions, this is definitely the time. Choto Gamer, hi. Pete, what is it? Pete Teach, hi, good morning, good morning. Do you guys have any questions for me today? Again, my name is Crissy Mack. I battle lupus. I got a kidney transplant in 2020. My brother was kind enough to give me his kidney so I could live longer to be here with my children and my family. And now I'm just in this stage of like working out, taking better care of myself, things of that nature. And so I just really want to see everybody thrive as I am. I know that, getting a kidney transplant is not the end all be all. Like anything can happen. But what we're going to do is we're going to have a positive mindset and we're not going to think about anything negative. So, oh, wow. So there's a few of you guys on. Everybody's chiming on. Comment below. Let me know where you guys are from. I really wish that YouTube would allow me to bring you guys on. So comment below and let me know where you're from. So there's a few of you guys on right now. Let me pull up my chat so I can see as you guys comment. Jason Brown. Good morning, Jason. How are you? Hope all is well. Thank you. Where are you chiming in from? So on this, I'm really coming on just to get to know like what you guys want from me. You guys know that I have been, as I was going through like my dialysis, getting on the kidney transplant phase, and I was really consistent. I was posting twice a week. Atlanta in the house. Whoop, whoop. I was posting twice a week, and it kind of slowed down just because I wasn't going to the doctors as often, right? And I really didn't know what to talk about. And so this is what I'm coming on to ask you guys. What do you guys want from me personally? What do you want to see? Is there any topics, anything that you're personally going through in your journey right now that I can help you with? Because that's what I'm here for, is to help and guide. I just really want to be as helpful as possible because, I was obviously blessed and I want to bless other people. When I first started this journey, I really didn't have anyone that I could speak to. There was one other girl that was similar in age. I think she's younger than me actually, but still, it was just one other girl that I actually saw on YouTube. And I figured I wanted to see more younger people because as you can tell nowadays, kidney disease does not stop at, you can be a baby, you can be, a teen, you can be an older person. It doesn't matter. You can have kidney failure at any point in your life. And so I just want to be able to guide you through that process, tell you what worked for me. You guys know I'm a big advocate of, basically doing your own, like standing up for yourself when it comes to doctors. The doctors are there to guide us, but they're not the end all. You have to question sometimes what they're saying to you because, again, you guys already know how I feel. It is a money making business. So I'm always questioning and asking things. I don't just take anything to take it. I want to know why I'm taking it, how much doses, how long I'm going to be on it. I'm just that type of individual. So good morning, 599. How are you doing this morning? Thank you for chiming in. You know what, guys? We should have allowed Instagram to come in on this live as well, too. What do you guys think? You think we should include them on this? I think we should include them. Let me go ahead and add them in. 599, where are you from? Where are you chiming in from? Let's go ahead. Let's see if we could add in. While I get you guys to comment below, I'm going to see if I could add in some Instagrammers in here. Let's see if we could add them in here as well, too. Let's see. Oh, wrong thing. Sorry, guys. Let me take off my volume. There we go. So we do have Instagram. I believe we got Instagram in the building as well, too. So Miami. Oh, I love Florida. To an extent, I love Florida, right? So I used to live in Florida myself, Tampa, and I loved it. The weather was beautiful. But because of my lupus, I really had to leave Florida. The sun was like, whew, it was killing me, I have to say, you guys, because, there was a time where I went to the doctor and my numbers were so elevated. It was out the roof. And it was because at that time I was selling cars. I was in car sales and it was absolutely crazy. The doctor's like, can you sell cars at night? I'm like, no, I can't sell cars at night. He was like, well, you're going to have to leave that job because that job is killing you. So that is the reason why I actually left. I left Florida. I know my husband would love to. I know my kids would absolutely love to move back. Not my youngest. He doesn't really know much about Florida. He just goes for the summertime. But my oldest, he was also born in Florida as well, too. And we have tons and tons of family in Florida. So yes, I love Florida. I do go to Miami. I try to go maybe like once a year around my anniversary time. We go to South Beach, hang out. But I didn't get to go this year. So enjoy the weather, enjoy the beach for me. Let's see. We have P Teach saying, keep a positive mindset. What can one do for positive daily practices? Eating plans. Okay, well, let's talk about that. So positive mindset is you as an individual. Every morning, for me, I'm just going to tell you off of experiences that I dealt with. Let me just double check to make sure that Instagram is actually in here. Give me 1 second, guys, because I think we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, and then I'll let you know. Oh, I think Instagram is in here as well, too. So perfect. All right, cool. So let me come back out. Just want to make sure everybody's connected nicely. All right, let's get back in here. Perfect. So as for positive mindset, I do a lot of reading. I listen to a lot of motivational things online. And to be honest, guys, we're in a day and age where social media is like taking over. And so even for me, I just don't follow negativity. I don't follow like the drama. I just want my stream on social media to be all like positive things, like all the motivational speakers, anybody that I can learn from. I just really want to start my day off like that. Most mornings, I try to either listen to something biblical. I also try to read in the mornings as much as possible. I am not perfect by any means, but I do try my best. As for affirmations, I don't know if you guys are not following me on TikTok, but you definitely want to click that link in the bio and find me on TikTok, because every morning I post out a lot of motivational things. The reason why I haven't really like combined my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok to my YouTube is because I really don't know what YouTube really wants from me. And it seems like YouTube just wants like my medical journey. And I am kind of tapped out because I don't know what else to talk about when it comes to the medical, unless you guys ask me questions. I tell you guys all the time, if you ask me questions, I'd be more than happy to answer and make a video on it for you. But as for the positivity, I'm just that type of person. Anyone knows that as I was battling, lupus and the kidney disease, I've been positive throughout the whole thing. I've always kept that mindset because I felt like, if I add negativity to my life, it's just drawing that in. And I didn't want that. So even as I cried myself to dialysis every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I still put a smile on my face, and I still always believe that my day will come. I never thought like I would not get a kidney, right? I just felt like when God was ready for me to have that, he will bless me with it. And I just always kept that positive mindset. What else? Just lots of reading, positive people in my life, and me talking to myself daily. I looked in the mirror. I know I'm going to sound a little crazy, guys, but on the side of my mirror, I always put all the positive things, or I always put quotes for me to read daily. But one of the biggest things was journaling. I journaled my whole process, good, bad, the ugly, because sometimes you just need to get that off of your chest. I don't know if you guys saw my new video today. I came out with my own journal line that is now on Amazon. So you guys can also journal with me. I don't mind even if you guys get your journal, you order your journal, we sit down together on a weekly basis. We can kind of discuss. And I might have to do that on Instagram. So I want you guys to follow me from YouTube on Instagram as well, because at that point, I can bring you onto the screen, right? That would be awesome. I could bring you onto the screen. We can discuss like what you're going through, how you're feeling, what you wrote in your journal, and I could talk about mine as well. I would really, really love that. I think I should implement that. Maybe I should put that out into the community, because I think that would be so awesome. We pick a night and we just come on live and everybody has their journals. We journal, we talk. It's like therapy session, I would say. I like that idea. So thanks for actually touching base on the positivity. I think I want to include that. So as for, that's my positive daily practices. So like I said, I put it on my not my windshield, but my mirror in my bathroom. I actually have a vision board. If you guys do not have a vision board, that is something that I suggest to everybody, not only for like, people that are business owners, but also just in your personal life. Like, what do you want? You guys, I wish I could just bring my vision board, but it's like actually on the wall right now. But what I have on my vision board is me getting healed. And as I'm getting healed, my mom and my dad are there to see me get healed. And my husband is watching. And every time I talk about that, I like get teary-eyed because, sorry, y'all, because I've come a long way. And so to see my mom and my dad alive today, my husband by my side, my kids, it's an amazing feeling. And to know that was on my vision board. So God answers prayers. I also put like where I want to go, things I wanted to do after I get my kidney transplant, the life that I want to live for myself, how I want to look. Like, you guys seen my videos who've been following me from day one. I looked terrible. And it wasn't something that I did. It's just what the disease did to me, to my body. After my kidney transplant, I went down to like 103 pounds. That is skin and bones. That is nothing. Okay. And so it was a battle. It was a battle. But I put on my vision board, my husband and I working out together, getting fit together. And you guys know today, that came true too. Now I'm not where I want my body to be, but my husband and I getting fit together was on my vision board. And eating healthy, just, you know, where I want to be financially, where I want to be spiritually, just everything. So my biggest suggestion is to get you a vision board and start writing down where you want to be. Because when you see it and you think about it, you feel it, you become aligned with it. So it will happen for you. So I'm still on that one question, and eating plans. So I think eating is a big, big thing when you're battling any disease. I don't care if it's a chronic disease. I don't care what it is in life. Eating better is always best. So for some of you that may have been following me, like I said, from day one, you've kind of seen like some of my vlogs where I had went vegan. It is not the easiest route. But I did do that, and I did that for about a year or so, and I got really sick with the dialysis, and my dialysis team, and even in the hospital, they just begged me. They're like, no, you can't sustain. And, you know, they made me afraid like I was going to die or something if I continued down that path, because I wasn't like I didn't realize what dialysis would do to your body and why you need like the meats and why you need certain things. So I just went back to eating meat. So I went back to eating meat, and I did that for a while. Then I got back, and now I'm off of meat. It's been about a year and some. So I do not eat any meat. I do eat fish. Now I'm not going total vegan because like it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. I got to work my way into that. But I do a lot of vegan dishes. I do a lot of I try to incorporate that. Even for my kids don't eat meat. I am not the type of mom that's gonna cook your meal, his meal, my own meal. I'm cooking everything across the board. And so my kids don't eat meat, but we do eat fish. I do allow them to eat fish because it is very tough to transition kids that were eating meat. So it gives them a little something to look forward to. But not all my dishes do I cook have fish in it. Sometimes, you know, we do, you know, like one of my favorite dishes is like black beans portobello in a wrap that has no meat, that has no fish. And I like it. I love it. My kids love it. So there's so many different recipes that you can make. You guys, I am a huge fan of trying to find something new to try out and eat. Like I'm always calling my little sister. She's like the chef in the family. And I'm always asking her for like recipes. I'm not sure if she's on or not, but I'm always asking her for like new recipes and stuff. So if you guys find some amazing recipes that do not include meat, send them to me on Instagram so I can look them up. I'll even make them. I'll try to make them and post them on here as well too. So definitely go ahead and send those over to me. I'm drinking a lot of water. For those of you that are on dialysis, this does not relate to you at all. When I was on dialysis, I did not drink anything. I refused to because, you know, I was like drowning in fluid at one point in time. And I was completely terrified of that. And then they have to pull off more of the water off of you when you go into dialysis. And I felt like those days were just so hard on me. So I didn't take a lot. And they don't want you to be drinking a lot of fluid anyway. So no. But if you do get a kidney transplant, you got to drink a lot. Let me tell you how much you got to drink. You see this? This is what I do daily. And I'm not perfect by any means. I struggle with this. And to be honest, I think I need to be drinking water as I'm talking to you guys because my mouth is pretty dry. But yeah, so this is really good. My kids got this for me for Mother's Day, I want to say. So basically, when you wake up 7 a.m. all the way to 8 p.m., and it congratulates you at the end. So I think I'm going to add this to my Amazon store tonight. I'm going to put this link. So for those that do want to get like a water bottle like this, you'll be able to find one. So give me a little bit after the live stream. I will add this to it so you guys can have the same thing that I have. But this is so useful. It keeps you on track and you know where you are. Like in the middle of the day, I'll go, I'm like, oh gosh, I didn't drink enough water. And I have to guzzle down to my time frame. So this was the most amazing gift that I have to say that my kids got me because it keeps me on track. And they know with all these toxic medications that I have to take, I have to be drinking tons and tons of water on a daily basis. So let's see what else. Those of you that are on Instagram, hey, I did not forget about you guys. I just want to say hi to you guys as well too. But let's see what the other questions are. Miami is my go-to for vacations. Yep. I love going to Miami, like I told you guys previously. Love having time in the sun and relaxing. Good morning to those that are coming on now. We're just having a Q&A. I kind of want to do this more often. I like it. I really do. I like coming here and I like talking. I'm telling you guys, doing YouTube videos is not easy by any means. I mean, you got to edit, you got to add music, it's so much. It's so time consuming. But when I come live, I feel like I get to know you guys. I feel like, yes, I answer everybody. Let me tell you guys that from right now. Anybody that has written on my YouTube channel or just DM'd me, that's not creepy. I have answered you guys back, right? I have answered everybody back, but it's still not the same as here. Like I get to like see you guys and talk. The next live, I really want you guys to come over to Instagram because I want to bring you guys on to the live stream. I want to bring you guys on so we can like really chat it up. So let's see. Next one, Butterfly. Good morning, hon. How much protein do you eat daily? With lupus, and if low protein is advised usually. Like I said, I don't do any meats. I just feel like it has been helping me keep my lupus at bay. And with my kidney transplant, eating meat is kind of hard to digest. And they always say that, to limit your meat intake. So for like protein, I just do like the beans and things. I don't do too much. Like I'm not like going crazy with the protein, but I don't have a set number. I'm sorry, I'm not a nutritionist, but I don't have like a set number. I just know that as for the protein with the meat, I don't do meat. I cut that out. And ever since I cut that out, I feel so much better. My joints are not hurting me. I've been feeling great in regards to that. I do need to go see my rheumatologist soon so I can kind of touch base with him just to see where I'm at. But I haven't had any issues. So don't do too much meats if you don't have to. But again, everybody's going to do whatever they want to do. I'm just telling you what works best for me. But that's about it. Let's see. Somebody else wrote something. Okay, somebody took back one of their messages. Jason Brown said, I love vision boards. It's definitely think everyone should make one. I completely agree with you. They even have a app on the phone. Oh gosh, I should have like wrote that down, but I don't know the name of it, but you can look up vision board app in the app store and you can actually make one on your phone because that's what I used to do before. And so and set it to like your cover on your phone screen. So every time you look at your phone, you will see your vision board and what you want to accomplish. I promise you guys, I live by that. If anyone knows me, I am a huge vision board person and all of my dreams and desires have come true just by creating that vision board. So let's see, currently trying to gain weight for transplant list. That was me. Okay, so I think I made a video on when I went to see the doctor going through the transplant process. And as I was going through the transplant process, you got to see like everybody. And one of the people that came in to me said, hey, you're kind of small. I'm like, what? You're complaining I'm small? People are complaining to lose weight to get on a transplant. She was like, no, we need you to start gaining weight. Like in order for you to get on this list, I need you to gain some pounds. I'm like, I can't even hold down food. When I tell you guys, I was throwing up constantly, vomiting every time I smell food. Ask my husband. I was in the trash, just like blah, in the shower. It just doesn't matter. I was throwing up. So I couldn't keep my weight on. But let me tell you, I had to. I started eating like peanut butter. I could do peanut butter. I just started eating peanut butter. I started doing all of that stuff to gain weight. But I ended up gaining enough weight first of all, I had no energy at that time in my life to even work out. So I just ate peanut butter. I ate late at night. I ate anything and everything that I could to gain some weight. And it was hard. It was very hard. That was probably one of the most challenging things for me, just because my body wasn't keeping on the weight. Now my body keeps on the weight, right? But I had a hard time. I had a hard time just as well. But I mean, honestly, you just got to really eat up. You got to maybe double up on your food. And I know this is not something good for me to be telling you guys to kind of like go ahead and scarf down food. But if you were like me and you were really small and you needed to get on that transplant list, you're going to do what you have to do. I'm telling you. So definitely eat up the food. Instagram, it's very hard. I'm just letting you guys know, it's very hard for me to see like all the chats from Instagram and on YouTube. So if you can come over to YouTube, that would be grateful. I'll be grateful because I could actually see the chat. I'm still new at this, so I cannot see the chat. Comments and reactions not available. See, I can't see my chat. So drop all your questions in the YouTube chat. So that's where I'm taking questions from. So if anybody wants to know that is on YouTube, come over to you. I mean, on Instagram, come over to YouTube and I'll answer your questions there. All right, so let's go back. So that would be my suggestion. Just really try to eat everything, but still eat good, okay? Thaddeus the turtle, good morning. Thank you for your stretch videos. You've helped me recover from minor knee injury. I love your spirit. Aw, thank you so much. As for the stretch videos, guys, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. My little sister and my son came up with that. Actually, my little sister came up with the idea of me starting my like workouts and my stretch. She's like, other people might want to see that just as well. And that video is what took my channel to the moon, I would say, for where I was at. And so I'm very grateful to my sister for giving me that idea, because I probably wouldn't have met half of you guys if she didn't tell me what to do. So I put her and my son as my YouTube managers, so they would like tell me, hey, you know, your community wants this from you, try this, do that. So as for the stretch videos, I do have a playlist. I don't know if you guys know that, but I actually have a playlist in YouTube with different stretches. Stretches in the park, stretches on your bed for those of you that cannot get out of bed, because I had so many people tell me that like they're bed bound, they're in so much pain because lupus or whatever they may be experiencing is not allowing them to get up. So I gave you no excuse. You could sit in your bed, you could stretch out, you could do your arms, you could do little things to still move your body, especially if you're battling lupus. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. You have to stretch. Your joints are going to lock up. You will be in pain. That's one of the biggest things that we deal with as a lupus patient is joint pains. And so we have to stretch. And that's where that came from. So thank you so much for stretching to my videos. I do want to do some more stretch videos. If you guys want me to make stretching for a particular like body part, you're experiencing pain, I will do that as well too. So definitely going to try my hardest to come out with more stretch videos, because my first stretch video, oh my gosh, I never in my wildest dream, which is the stretch video all of you have seen, would have thought that it would have impacted that much people. Like, I just never thought that my story, my testimony would touch so much people. And I am so grateful for the opportunity to be here to guide you guys, to inspire you guys, to just be in your presence. Like, it's about you. Everything I'm doing on my channel is for you guys. This is not for me by any means. It's just to come on and help and serve. And that's what I want to do, is if I can find a way to serve my community, that's what I'm going to do. I'm here for you. Okay. Let's see. So thank you so much. I'm so sorry that you are experiencing a knee injury. What actually happened, if you don't mind me asking? What caused your knee injury? Are you healing better? So what's the update on your knee? Let me know in the comments. Jason Brown, how do you manage in your relationship? A lot of people don't understand what others go through when dating with lupus. Wow. My relationship. So as you guys know, I am a married woman. And so my husband has been my biggest supporter. And I know as a caregiver, this is for the caregivers. I don't know if there's any caregivers on here. It is hard. It is very tough. And I just give credit where credit is due. I think that you need to verbalize. Don't think that the person just knows that you love them and you're grateful. You need to verbalize that you are grateful and you're appreciative for everything that they do. I tell my husband that constantly. I show him that. I do things for him. It's hard, right? It's hard. Even on my point in regards to, am I satisfying him? Am I like being there for him as much as he's there for me? It's like you never really know until you sit down and you have those talks. And so my husband and one thing I can say about us is that we communicate great. Right? Not like we ain't perfect, but I feel like we communicate great. I feel like if he feels some way, he's going to come and he's going to tell me how he feels. And I'm most definitely going to tell him how I feel and what I need from him. And he tells me what he needs from me. And a lot of the pressure was on my husband, which could take a toll on your relationship because, not only is he dealing with the kids, he's got to go to like all these 8 different doctors with me. And it was pretty tough, but we held strong. And even to this day, I just thank him so much for not giving up on me, because I know a lot of people have lost their marriages once their spouse found out that they had a chronic illness or that they needed a kidney, and they left. And I'm like, wow, like that could have happened to me. What if my husband would have left me? I mean, that would have been tough, because I don't know how I would imagine. Like, my husband has been my right hand throughout this whole process, and I just don't know where I would be without him. So it's just communicating that to your loved one, just doing small little things to show appreciation, not snapping. Just be mindful of what they're going through as well, because it's not easy for them. Let me repeat that. It is not easy for them. And even though you are sick and you are battling, the world does not surround around you only. They have their own problems that they're dealing with in regards to work, maybe their family, their y'all kids, whatever it may be. But just love on that person. And now that I'm feeling good, like I'm doing stuff, we're going on dates. That was another thing. Oh my gosh, how did I forget that? Sick or not, you find time to date. And I don't mean that. And I understand when you are dealing with a chronic illness or you're going through the kidney transplant, it's a very expensive process. You got meds, you got stuff, but you carve out a little bit. And I'm not saying that you have to spend a lot of money on your dates, right? My husband and I have always dated each other from even when we were in college. And when we were dead broke and didn't have anything, we used to do Redbox. Well, actually back then it was like Blockbuster. And we used to do movies, and we used to cook, and we used to and we still do that today, right? I don't care how much money you have or how little money you have, you can find ways to date one another. And to make it interesting, what we used to do also is, this week is my week to come up with something creative. Next week is your week. And we just go back and forth on that. And yeah, sometimes life comes in a way and you forget, but you say, you know what? You tell that person, hey, I want to go on a date with you and I want to do something for you. I guarantee you they're appreciated. So that's what I want all of you guys to do that are on here. Tell your loved one, like, hey, let's do a date night. And they are going to light up like Christmas Day. If my husband comes down right now and say, let's do a date night, I am cheesing from ear to ear, okay? So definitely try to date one another as much as possible. Oh my God, there's more questions. I'm so sorry, I'm behind. But I have nowhere to be, so I'm taking my time answering this with you guys. So let's see. Hello, how are you? What you eat the first 6 months? The first 6 months, at that time, I wasn't on, because I'm over like 2 years now. So at that time, I was still eating meat. I didn't give up meat fully until like a year and some ago. So I was still eating meat. Limit your outside food, like limit your junk food. So we used to do a lot of eating.
Let's do a date night.
Y'all heard my husband. He just came down and asked me to do a date night. See, he knows how to make me smile. I promise you, he's the best man ever. I love my husband. He knows me like the back of my hand. I promise you. Back to Nathan. So what do I eat? I just ate a lot of home cooked food. Like we just cooked our food. We had to actually prep our foods just as well. Oh, you know what? Something that really, really helped was Hello Fresh. I'm not a sponsor. I do not get paid for this. But Hello Fresh was a big part of what I did. So for the summertime, we sent the kids because I got the transplant in January, spring break. I had family come, and summertime I sent the kids to my family's house, and all my husband and I did was Hello Fresh. I do have a code. You get $100 off. That is in my link tree. For those that do want to try it, I think they give you I think they give you a couple of meals free. So please take advantage of that and try it, especially if you live here. And I would say click that link and get your free meals. I have given out free meals to multiple different people that have gotten a kidney transplant because I always get like, hey, you want to give away a free meal? So I just put the link in my bio so it's easier so I don't have to keep chasing people down and give them free meals because I know what it's like. You know, it's hard to think about what to cook. And they give you like these cool little cards and they give you all the ingredients. They give you everything to make this meal. It makes life so much easier. Have any of you guys tried HelloFresh? Let me pull up my chat again because I can't see you guys. Give me 1 second. So yes, HelloFresh. It was like all the meals package. I picked out maybe like 5 meals, and on the weekends I just kind of figured out what I wanted to eat. But Monday through Friday they would deliver this, and you would think like, how are they going to deliver this cold and fresh? It absolutely was. It was in a box. It was all like packaged nicely, cool. And I loved it. I had no problems with HelloFresh. And to be honest, every meal was so good. They have different types for your lifestyle. If you eat meat, you can get stuff with meat. If you don't eat meat, you want the vegan dish, they have, not vegan, but vegetarian. They have that option as well too. I'm not sure what other options they have, but definitely check them out. You can use my link to get some free meals if you want to try that out. So let's see what else. Your strongest girl. Aw, thank you. Listen, I have been through a lot in life, and I had just developed this tough skin, but I also come from a line of strong people, from my grandparents to my parents to like my aunts and uncles, and my husband is a very strong man. Like even my kids are very like strong, outspoken people. Like that just runs in my DNA. And you know, not everybody's like that, but it's something that you can develop and work. And don't allow people like, even though I do these videos, there's always a troll, there's always somebody that's negative that will always try to bring you down. I don't focus on that stuff, y'all. I do not let any of the negativity bring me down. I just try to stay positive, and that's just who I am. That's just who I am. Let's see. Yes, I really appreciate others, especially if they look just like me and tell their story. Thank you for posting your journey. Oh, you're welcome. Like I said, when I first started, nobody looked like me. Okay, nobody was black. Damn sure it wasn't natural hair like me. Like I'm just being authentic and who I am. And it's either you take me as I am or you just don't, right? And you know, sometimes you'll see me with my hair straight. Sometimes you'll see me with a fro. Sometimes you will see me in a robe. I don't know, some of you guys came on my Instagram live last night. You guys saw me. My hair was twisted up. I had a robe on. I'm just going to come on as I am. Sometimes you'll see me in a bonnet. I mean, the other day I had a Zoom meeting and I legitly was in my bed with a bonnet and a robe. And I said, I'm doing my meeting from my bed. Like I am not leaving this bed because I just wasn't feeling my greatest. And people respect you for that. And listen, we're past that time. Like you should not have to be who you are not. Be your authentic self. You guys, you see this long gray. I got grays coming out. Oh, like I'm not even dyeing this stuff. Let the grays show. I don't care. I'm just going to be me. I'm going to live my best life. as much as possible. And I think you should as well. Do not sweat it. If your family does not want to support you, if your friends don't want to support you, leave them right where they're at, guys. All right, so let's the next question. I am now, oh, nope, I'm skipping things. Sorry. How do you manage your fluids before a transplant? Just like I said, I do not drink much. I will take a sip so I do not choke on my food. But I just didn't drink much. I just knew better. I knew how tough dialysis was, and I was not going to have them pull off extra fluid that wasn't needed. So no, I didn't drink much. That's just being truthful and honest. I will take a sip of water, maybe 1 or 2 sips as I eat, and that was about it. Like, I just didn't do it. I didn't. I'm going to tell you guys, drink your water after kidney transplant. I'm really trying here. All right, so next question or comment. I am now 3 months and 3 weeks. Woo woo! Congratulations. It's the best feeling, guys. And I know you're like, man, I'm at 3 months. You feel great. I promise you're going to feel even better after like a year. You hit your 2-year mark. You're going to feel fabulous. And once you start working out and you start like, building up that self-confidence again, you feel great from day one, right? Like day one, when I got my transplant, I know you guys don't want to hear this, but when I started just like seeing that bag of pee fill up, I was like, thank you, hallelujah. Like, I felt amazing. And even though it was tough on day one to even walk, they wanted me to walk instantly. I'm like, there's no way. I'm not doing that. They're like, no, you need to get out of bed right now. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I cannot walk. I literally just had surgery. They're like, no, you can walk and you will walk. And at that time, my mom was there and my mom's like, come on, you got to walk. You got to walk. She always encouraged me. And I started walking and it was amazing. And I felt like I rang that bell for the first time, guys. It was the most amazing feeling. I have it on my video. You guys see, that's like the first thing, the video that comes up on YouTube. And I'm ringing that bell. My dad, my husband, my brother, like it was the most amazing feeling ever. But every little step. Oh, and the most amazing feeling was when I don't know if any of you are familiar with Georgia. In Stone Mountain, Georgia, there is this park, which is called Stone Mountain. And I actually walked up. I made a video. There's a video on YouTube about this. I actually walked up from the bottom of Stone Mountain to the top. When I tell you I felt so accomplished in life, there was no other. For all the lupus warriors, I'm doing this. For all the people that are on dialysis, I'm doing for this. For all the people that got a kidney transplant, because if I could do it, you can do it just as well. So I did not give up. I pushed and pushed and I made it to the top. Woo! I remember that day like it was yesterday. So that was like the best feeling. But I promise you, 3 months, that's amazing. And first of all, it's amazing to the person that gave you that kidney so that you're able to see that. And I'm glad that you're alive because you're here to connect with me. And I love that. I love that. Who else got a kidney transplant recently? Or what is everybody's situation? Comment below. Let me know what is your actual situation that you're dealing with. Because a lot of people who come on here are not watching because they have kidney disease. Some people are battling a chronic illness. Some people just love my stretch workouts. Some people just love me as an individual. Some people are into like some of my like business endeavors, or there's so many people that I interact with on a daily basis for just different reasons. So I like to know, like, what is it? Why are you guys on? Comment below, let me know. So let's see the next one. Yes, I really appreciate others. Oh, we did that one already. Crissy, I twisted it. My knee is almost 100% better after 3 months of daily stretching and more recently now daily walking. Awesome. Congratulations on that. Oh my God, you deserve a round of applause. Yes. I love hearing stories like that because we all can come back from something, and it just takes time and dedication for you to get up every morning and to walk, for you to get up and stretch. You had that mindset, And I love that. It just tells me what type of person you are, that you just go out and you make things happen. So keep stretching. Just because you feel a little better doesn't mean that you should stop. You should continue to keep stretching. Try different videos. I appreciate that you're doing my videos. And if you know anyone else that needs some stretch videos, please share them. Share the video with them because I want to impact the masses as much as possible. So congratulations again on your knee being healed. Yes, I 100%. Okay, you agree. So let's see. How do you deal with being around other people post transplant during the pandemic? My anxiety is on 10. I'm almost 5 months post transplant, and I literally just go to my appointments and home. Well, Dee, let me tell you about that situation. Since we all have time here, right? Hold on one moment. Let me just double check. Let me check on my Instagram family. I don't want them to feel like I'm leaving them out because I legitimately cannot see the comments. All right, perfect. So back to YouTube. So as for the pandemic, right? So imagine this. I get a kidney transplant and I'm thinking I'm about to live my best life. I am about to travel. For those that do not know, I have family in like the Caribbean, so in Trinidad. So I'm like, I am getting on a first chance I get. I'm getting on a plane. I'm gonna go see my family because the last time they saw me, I was like deathly ill. To the point where I had to leave and go home to the emergency room. So I'm like, I'm going back. I'm going to go visit my family. I'm going to do things. And as soon as I get my transplant, here comes COVID. Mind you, the fear, I was so driven by fear. And I did not go anywhere. I was locked in my house the whole pandemic. I was scared to interact with people. I just locked myself away. And I think that was very detrimental. And at that time, hold on, I don't know why I'm getting a video. Bear with me, guys. Hello? Okay, I'm not sure what just happened. Hello? Sorry, I had a Instagram live coming out of nowhere. So I'm not even sure what just happened. But back to the pandemic. So I kind of just locked myself in. I didn't interact with anybody. All I went, just like you, all I did was go to my doctor's appointments and come home. And I did that for a while. I felt like the pandemic, I don't even know, can we say things like this on YouTube? I hope they don't ban me. Oh gosh. Just like that time period, I didn't do anything. And do I regret it? A little bit, just a little bit, because I felt like I missed out on so much. I missed out on my god baby's birthdays. I missed out on celebrations. I missed out on so much in life. And again, it wasn't my fault because there was so much going on of uncertainty and we didn't know how to maneuver through those time periods. But now I walk in faith. I step out in faith. And um I do not allow that to hinder me because I felt like I've come this far that, this is my time to live. And so I've been traveling. I'm gonna be honest, I have been traveling. I've been going places. I just came back from Dominican Republic. I went out on a trip with some friends and I am living my life now. And I used to always see people in like my kidney groups and they're like, yeah, we're traveling here, we're doing here. I'm like, oh my God, we're in a pandemic. Where are you going? But I understand what they used to say to me. They're like, man, we've been through so much. Like, I cannot give up enjoying life because if you don't have that much time left, you want to live your best life anyway. So I don't know. I just personally know that I was in the same situation. I was on level 20. Okay. Ask my husband, like hand sanitizer, like clipped to me, just like on level 10. And now to be cautious out there, but that's my suggestion. It's just to be mindful of, where you're going around, but go live your life. Go enjoy yourself. The pandemic, I mean, not the pandemic, but the disease is not, or the, I don't know how to say it so they don't ban me here on YouTube. But that stuff is not going anywhere, right? It's going to be around. We're going to have to live with it at this point. So I suggest you guys just go live life. So let's see. Yes, HelloFresh is helpful. Like I said, I love HelloFresh. It's great. It's easy. It's quick, and your meals are there for you at any time. Be your authentic self. I love that. Yes, I am being my authentic self. I'm being true to who I am, and that's just how I'm gonna live my life. Congratulations on your 3 months. I think, yep, you were talking to Nathan. Yes, congratulations again on your 3 months. Guys, this was amazing. I enjoyed every minute of this live. I'm not sure who else is left here. If you have any questions, this is most definitely the time to get those questions answered. Thank you for that. I appreciate your honesty. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people who have caught COVID that have bounced back, including myself. Okay. I've recently, not recent, but I've had it. And so I've bounced back. Like, it's something that we're going to have to deal with. And I just think that you just really have to go out there and just continue to live. I took that moment. I healed. I bounced back. I had no issues with it. I know not everybody's situation is the same. But go enjoy your life. But be cautious. Let's see. Any other questions from you guys? Let me see if there's anybody on Instagram that may have any questions. Real quick. Let me see if I see anything. Anybody on Instagram that have any questions for me? Because I'm on Instagram right now, just looking to see if we have any additional questions. This was amazing, guys. I actually am having an awesome time just doing this question and question and answer session. I want to do this more often. If you guys like this, tell me that you're enjoying this, because I would love to continue to do this. Even if we do this once a month, twice a month, I'm down for it. If you guys are down for it, if you guys want to come on, ask questions, I'm so down for it. Again, Instagram, the only way to get your questions answered is for you to come over on YouTube. The link is in my bio. You can follow that to my YouTube to subscribe. And you can press the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video or come on live. Let me see. Oh, we got some more people. All right, so let's go ahead and answer those. Thank you for that part. I appreciate your honesty. We did that. How are you, ma'am? I am doing fabulous. Thank you for asking. I feel good. As you can see, my skin looks better. My hair is growing. I'm getting a little bit tougher. No, but seriously, I'm doing really, really good. I'm in a good space in life, and I'm just very grateful. I try to be positive every morning that I wake up. So thank you for asking, how I'm doing. How are you doing is the question. How are you doing right now? Now monkeypox is here. Be cautious. Yeah, very true. Now monkeypox is here. Have you guys seen those pictures? Oh my God. Now that really scared me. I saw some pictures for the first time yesterday, and I'm like, what the heck is that? And it was like all over there. Oh my gosh. Yes. So please be cautious. I live in Georgia, and I actually saw that somebody in Marietta caught that. So God knows like how that is spreading in the city right now. So please be very, very cautious of what's going on. Like I said, sanitize. I mean, I'm to the point where I'm interacting with people, but I am distant. And I do, if I don't know you, you're not in my household, I am gonna put a little mask on, be honest. But I'm not in people's face like this. Like, I'm not coming up talking to you like this. Like I am giving myself some distance. Like we can have a conversation from across the table. Like you don't need to be in everybody's like space. And I feel like now that we've been through so much, like I don't even think people should be that close no more. Like back up a little bit, please. Um, so yes, please be cautious now that we do have monkeypox going on. There's always going to be something popping up, and you just have to be cautious. Let's see what else. What is the name of your journals? So I actually made. Do you see the link in my bio? Oh, if you're on YouTube, I'm not sure if you have the link tree. So let me actually see if I can get that for you, so you can have access to that. Thank you for supporting. Give me 1 second. You guys continue to ask questions. I'm just getting this for them that are asking about the journals. And do you guys want to do the journal sessions where we come on and like we write in the journal and we talk about it and we like discuss what we're going through, and like I think that'd be so awesome. Tell me if you guys are interested in doing that. You can get your journal and we can set up a time where we can like do that together. I think that'd be so cool. So let me see if I could drop it in here. Tell me if you guys see that link. I don't know how to pin it, but can I pin this? Oh, I can pin it. Perfect. You know what? Let me just go ahead and pin this whole link tree because some of you guys might like the HelloFresh option. Do I have that still? Oh, I do have it still here for you guys. So at least you guys can get some free meals through HelloFresh. I think you guys are going to like it. I love it. I love. Oh, no. Sorry. Let me delete that. That is not what I meant to send you guys. I meant to send this to you guys. Copy this. I'm still learning this whole streaming system. This is kind of cool that I can talk to like IG and YouTube all at the same time. Okay, so I just put the link tree so you can pin. No, I'm not going to pin that, but I'm going to replace the pin. So I'm going to put this at the top instead. So there you go. So that will give you the HelloFresh discount. So you guys can get your meals, you can get the journals, you can see what I got going on. So all of that is in my link tree. Anytime I'm updating anything, it will all be in that link tree. Okay, so let's go back to the questions. I'm so sorry. Yes, I've enjoyed today's live. Yay, awesome. As for the name of, let's discuss that because some of you guys have some questions. As for the journals, so I have 2 journals right now and a password book. I will come out with some more, but I just wanted to see what you guys thought about it before I spent so much time in developing. The first one is God Moves When You Move journal. I relate my life on that. I just feel like if you make the step, you will get the result. And that's why I say when you move, God moves. My dad absolutely loves that because he just loves that quote. I live by that. So if you want something, you got to go out there and you got to get it. You got to make it happen. You got to take the first step in life. You want a kidney transplant? You have to take that first step. You have to go sign up to be on that list. You have to go get the testing done. You have to go through all the steps needed to get out on the other side. So just anything in life, you want a new job, you have to go out there and apply. You have to do the work and you will be blessed with the reward at the end. So that's what that journal is. It's just me making my new strive in life, what I want, things of that nature. So that's what I use that for. As for the other journal, this one says journal your way into a new reality. It's kind of like, the journal, like your thoughts become reality. And so that's what that is. So That's the second journal. And the third book that I came out with was the password. I'm going to get to everybody else's questions. I'm just answering this one real quick. Is the password book, a way to never forget your username and password. This is like for your logins and your private information. Like, stop losing track of all the websites. I don't know about you guys, but I got so many different websites. And when I was dealing with dialysis, I had foggy brain like on level 10. Like, even now, I forget so much. Like, I could literally be having a full-blown conversation and 2 seconds later be like, what did I even talk about? So imagine all the passwords that are out there for all the businesses, all the social media platforms. You forget, and I'm constantly pressing forgot password, forgot password. So now I kind of put everything there, and it's in alphabetical order. So if it's like an Apple password, you put it in. If you need like whatever it may be, you have a password for everything. You just put it in that letter. I think it's so useful. And my husband is famous for that, y'all. Let me tell you, I had to go get him one of my passbook books because he's always forgetting constantly. Oh, babe, what's my password? I don't know what your password is. I can't remember what happened, what I ate yesterday. First, you remember your password and mine. So that's why we both have our own books. So now that you don't have to forget. So that's in there as well, too. All right, so let me get back to the chat. So you guys have those links already. So perfect. You've enjoyed today's live. Great live. Please do this again. I want to. I really do. Are you guys okay with us doing? Do you want to do once a month? I like this Saturday mornings. This is perfect for me because I had already made breakfast for my kids. I'm already dressed up. And I don't have much to do early Saturday morning. So I kind of like the Saturday mornings. So what do you guys think? Do you want us to keep doing this on a Saturday morning? Maybe like once a month we could talk about it. And I'll actually have you guys vote on the Saturday. How about we do that? Just like we did in the community and you guys voted for today at 11. So I could do that. So we can put the time frames up for maybe, what are we in? Oh, it's still July. So we put time frame up for August and we could talk about it. And if you guys want to do the journal times, we can do that as well on like maybe a different day. Or we do it all in one, however you want. All right, so let's see what else. Great. Yes, thank you. I've enjoyed the books on I do a lot of like motivational books as well too. But I just finished a book, The Richest Man in Babylon. I don't know if any of you guys have heard about this. OMG. So my husband has been trying for years, and no exaggeration, for years to get me to read this book. And I just wasn't in a space, because sometimes people will tell you to do something and you're just not in that space, right? And I just was not in that space at that time to receive it. And so the other day he was like, hold on guys, let me just double check on Instagram. There are people on Instagram, but I can't see their comments. So you guys come over to YouTube, okay? So he's been telling me, oh, babe, you got to read this book. You got to read this book. He's always talking about the principles in these books. So one day he's like, babe, we really need to get back into reading. Because I was reading constantly, like constantly. I try to finish a book in a week, onto the next book. So I was just in a mode one night, and I was just out of it. And he's like, maybe we should start back reading. I was like, you know what? Get me that book that you was talking about. Go get me the book. And he's like, okay. I promise you guys, I have yet to put down the book. I finished the book. And so it was so good. It was just principles on your finances, living like this abundant life, just how to like be the richest man. And it was the principles of the richest man at that time and what he did. And to think that though the book was so old, that it all applies to today. It was absolutely amazing. So just so you guys know, my husband and I are thinking about coming up with, not thinking, we are coming up with our own podcast. So you guys get me here one-on-one. Well, outside of here one-on-one, everybody loves Crissy and George. I'm telling you guys, they love us together. And so we're like, how can we're all about serving. We're all about helping our community. We're all about just pouring back into other people. And so today, I believe later on, maybe even after this, we're going to go live again and we're going to talk about it because we want like our community to come along on this journey with us. We want you guys, we've come up with some names. I'm not going to tell you guys that. You'll have to come onto the live for that. But we've come out with some names, and we want you guys to like pick what the name of the podcast should be. We have some color schemes. We want you guys to pick that. We want you guys to be so involved in this, because what we're doing is not for us, it is for you guys. And it's to pour back into you guys. So we want you guys to be part of that journey with us. If you guys are down, I can definitely stream again on my YouTube as well to include you guys. I don't want to forget my YouTube family, but sometimes, like I said, I just don't know what you guys want from me. I kind of have two separate lives. I have the Crissy you guys know on here, and then I got like the entrepreneurial Crissy over here. And so I would love to combine them both, but I got to see what you guys want. But we will be doing that together. I'm so excited about that. My husband has been asking me forever to do this with him, and I keep saying no, but you can't allow fear to stop you from stepping out and jumping into new things. And I'm the type of person that usually am quick to jump into things, but for some reason I was a little bit hesitant on that. And I'll be transparent, I just think my husband is such a great speaker. He's such a motivational person, and it's like, how do I match that? You know what I mean? And I kind of just, I don't know. I was just scared, but I'm excited now. And we're going to talk about like all the books. We might even have like book reviews. We come on, we talk about a book or pick a book for the month. We all read it. We discuss it. We talk about life. We talk about health. We talk about financial stuff, because you guys know that my husband does real estate. So he could come on and teach you guys things about some business stuff. So I think that'll be so awesome. So that is my new project that I'll be doing with my husband soon. So yay! So this one is for my husband. Let me play this for him real quick. No, but seriously, I'm super excited about that. So look forward to that. So I do a lot of book reading as well too. But honestly, if you guys are going to give me a book to read, it's got to be something like entrepreneurial. Like that's just what I feel for, or something like spiritual. I actually just got a book by Myron Golden. I absolutely love this man right now. It's everything business, but on a biblical standpoint. And so I listen to him a lot. So I just got his book, so I just started that yesterday. I'll be reading that for a little bit as well too. He's got a couple of books, but one of them I'm actually diving into right now, so I'm super excited. Let's see what else. Thank you. I will look for it. OMG, that has been me after my transplant. I'm telling you, life after transplant is pretty tough, but you got to just navigate your way through. So you'll make it. Let's see what else. Hello, ma'am. Can I gym after kidney transplant? Please tell me, ma'am. How can, at stage 5, doctor said you need transplant. My fistula is ready. Okay, so can you go to the gym after? Absolutely, but not right away. Okay, guys. So let's kind of talk about the workout aspect of it. So as for the gym, I didn't start working out. If you guys see my channel, I think it was around month 6, 7. Now I've always walked from day 1, but I did not fully start working out till then. And then give me 1 second. Your mouth gets really, really dry when you're talking nonstop. So, all right. Oh, everybody's on here. I just going on with you guys on YouTube. I'm just checking IG because I don't want them to feel like I'm leaving out. Hey, IG, we love you over here too. Again, please come over to YouTube. This is where it's at. So back to YouTube. So as for the workouts, I didn't really start. Stone Mountain didn't happen, which was like my first like real challenge. Didn't really happen until about month 7, if I recall. I would really have to go back and check, but it definitely was after 6 months. Now, I was at end stage renal, and I already knew that I was going to need a kidney transplant because they told me it was kind of far gone. Like, you're going to need a transplant. You're going to need something to sustain. You can't, like, dialysis is only going to help for so long. But there's people on dialysis for many, many years. I have an aunt personally that is on dialysis. I need to do a video on that. Can I see? Hold on. I need to get my camera. Okay, there we go. Can you guys see? Like, my doctor did an amazing job. Like, it's so flat. Like, now don't get me wrong, you can see the puncture wounds, but it's flat. Like, it's flat. He did a great job in my arm. So I didn't worry about that. I didn't worry about working out. I just kind of just did my basics, as in walking. That's all I did. But now after my transplant, I just started doing little activities, little workouts, but I wasn't really lifting. So once I got this taken care of, no longer have this fistula because I stepped out in faith, and I do not care what anyone has to say about it because I got a lot of heat from stopping my fistula, reversing it. But that was my choice. It was very painful. It was pinching. And a lot of you guys know that I experienced so many issues. I have some fistula videos on my YouTube channel that I was just going through a lot of pain, and I did what was best for Crissy. Okay. And because I did what was best for me, I don't really care what others have to say. And you should not care what others have to say if you're making a decision for yourself. So once I got that reversed and I went through the healing process, now my husband and I, we lift. And I need to kind of go back to the lifting. Now I've been doing certain things, but like I want to start like really, really lifting. So I've been lifting and building back up. And it feels good. I could take like my blood pressure again on this arm. I can do things again. Like now I feel normal. So you definitely can work out, but you need time to heal. And the next thing I want to say is do not start to work out without getting approval from your doctor. I got clearance from my doctor, and that is why I started to work out. So for you guys, don't start to work out until you get that clearance from your doctor. You verify that it's okay. Because everybody's journey is different. Everybody, transplant is different. Everybody's numbers is not the same. So I most definitely think that you need to get clearance before you even attempt to work out. Okay, next question. Let's see. All right, hold on, guys. Let's see. Husband, me, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we went over the workout stuff. I like Saturday mornings once a month. I do too. This is really nice because you guys can sit down in your bed. You can chat with me, even on the go. So this is cool. I like the Saturday mornings once a month. It's not too much pressure on me, right? I'm the type of person, like, if I feel like I'm like overwhelmed, and that's another thing. I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, where's all your videos? You used to do so many videos. The pressure of upkeeping that is a lot, guys. And my mental health matters. And this is why I don't do too much, because once you start feeling better, you feel like you could conquer the world, right? You feel like you want to do everything, and you cannot sometimes. You got a lot going on. My life is very, very hectic. I work by a schedule, right? I have a planner. I am working on that too for the future for our kidney and lupus and chronic illness. I am working on that as well. But like a planner, like I live by my planner and time blocking out things. Like it's crazy. So not all the time I'm able to do things. And I hope that you guys understand and appreciate when I can do it. But once a month I can handle. I can handle once a month. So I'm all down for that. Okay, you got yes. How about the authentic Crissy here on this channel? Whoop, whoop. That's it. Like I want to include both. I would love to include both. I mean, if you guys are, down for it, I will stream you guys in as well when I go live. I don't mind. I just didn't know that you guys wanted to know certain things or just be in that aspect of my life as well too. Because you guys don't get like all the reels, you don't get all the like the TikToks on here because like I said, I just didn't know what you guys wanted from me. I do a lot of hair videos. I just do a lot of like daily life, and I don't mind combining it. Somebody told me I should kind of separate it because, people who are coming on here for certain things might not even like watch my stuff because that's not what they're here for. And that might hurt my channel. So I'm not too sure, but I could probably live stream you guys. So if you guys want me to live stream you guys when we're doing our podcast or when we're doing anything, let me know, comment, because that's the only way. If you don't comment and you don't tell me, like, I want to be part of that, I want to see those things, I would not know. So I most definitely would need you guys to let me know that this is what you want from me. Okay. All right. So next question on YouTube. Let's see. I didn't realize it could be removed until I came across your video. Yes. So a lot of people didn't, right? And it was my doctor. I went in for the procedure to open back up because I had all intentions of keeping that fistula. I had all intentions because why? Because society tells you you should. The community says, no, oh my gosh, what happens if you have to go back on dialysis? Like, don't do it, don't do it. And I'm like, okay, I don't know anything. Let me just go ahead and just go with what the masses is saying. So I went into the procedure. I'm sitting in the table in my gown. I think there's a video on this on YouTube, in my gown, getting ready to be wheeled in. And I'm just like battling with this. I'm like, is this going to close up again? Because this is every 3 months. And like, this is crazy. And you got to put me under anesthesia every time because I'm a big baby. I don't do pain. And so the nurse came in, and I know this is probably not her job description. I don't know if she can get in trouble for this, but she knew that, like, I'm a spiritual person. And so she sat down with me and she was like, honey, what are you afraid of? And I'm just like, I don't know. Everybody's telling me that, what if I lose my transplant? I got to go back on dialysis. And she gave me a story of a patient of hers that has had his transplant, I think, over 30 years. And so she's like, do you believe? I'm like, I do. She was like, well, maybe you should step out in faith and try. And I'm like, you think? So she called the doctor. The doctor came in and he's like, listen, if you ever happen, which we're not wanting to see you here, but if you ever happen to need another fistula because something happened to your transplant, I will most definitely just create a new area for you. And it may not be exact spot where we were, but he can do another fistula. Like, and I said, really? He's like, yeah. He's like, I think you should do the surgery to remove it. I think you should stop it. So listen to this, guys, right? So I said, okay. I jump off the chair of the table or whatever it was, put on my clothes, and he comes back in. And he's like, having a fistula is not good for you anyway because it messes with your heart. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, it weakens the heart. And I'm like, you're telling me this now? Where has everybody been? Why is there nobody talking about this? He's like, no, they're not going to talk about it, but I'm just telling you, like, it weakens your heart. So it's probably best that you go ahead and, just get rid of it. You don't need it. You're doing good. I waited the time frame. I think they wanted me to wait like 3 months after the transplant before I made any decision in removing it, just to make sure that, the transplant working good, everything's doing good, which is what I did. And I was so blown away when he told me that. I was so shocked. I'm like, I got to go tell everybody this. Like, again, everybody's situation is different. You're going to do what's best for you. And I did what was best for me. And my doctor was cool with it. And he told me that I just come back in and he'll do me a new one. So with that being said, instantly I booked for the procedure. And we did the procedure. And I've been super excited about that. My dad was he encouraged me. I was like, I don't know. What do you think I should do it? He's like, no, do it. Get rid of it. It's okay. You'll be okay. And I stepped out in faith. And that's what I did. And my arm looks great. Like, you guys, I seen a girl the other day when I was at Walmart, and hers was like really bulky. And mine was starting to get bulky. And so I didn't like that. And I've seen people with some really big ones. So if you guys ever see some people with like lumps in their arms like that, it's because that's what they have. Like, if you're getting constant poke, like I got poked here. You can see the lines. I got poked there all the time. And so, yeah, it was tough. And oh gosh, it was just tough. It's tough to see that. And I didn't want to be reminded of dialysis. Like, you can't forget it, But if I would have had that still, I would have a constant reminder. And when you sleep at night, and I like to sleep on my arm. So now I'm happy because now I can sleep on my arm again. And you hear the whoosh, 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 the sound. But when he said that messed with your heart and weakens the heart, and now that I go into like other appointments, I'm like, why you guys don't tell this to people? But they're not gonna tell the community that. Why? Right? It's money. Again, you guys, this is one of the biggest businesses. I'll tell you, dialysis is expensive. Okay? It's a big business. And they're not gonna tell you things. They want you to come back. Look how many times I went to that man. Never once did he tell me that it weakens my heart. He could have told me a long time ago to get rid of it. But he didn't. Why? Because he was getting money from me. But now that I decided to do it and I made that decision, he just was being open about it. So now you guys know. Let's see what the next question is. Please explain why you have to keep the fish. Why do I have to keep it in? Well, I don't have to keep it in. I didn't keep mine in. But that is done so you can do dialysis. So for those that do not know what that is, the fistula is done. It's a way for them to access, was it your artery or something like that? Basically to do your dialysis so they can clean out your blood, take off excess fluid, things of that nature helps people live, right? So you don't build up too much fluid and toxins in your body. Sorry guys, I saw something outside flying. So that had to be put in, but you do not have to keep it in. I don't want you to feel that you have to after you get a kidney transplant. You make whatever decision is best for you. Do your research, talk to your doctors, and make a sound decision for you. Just because I remove mine doesn't mean that you have to do yours. This is just something that I wanted for me. I want to weight lift. I want to lay on my arm and sleep. I don't want to hear the swishing sound. I want to step out in faith. And that is what Crissy did. All right. So let's see what other... Let me see if I get some more questions here. Bear with me. Oh gosh. See, I'll be forgetting my password. Like I just forgot my password just now. All right. So let's see what else we have going on here. All right. So please, okay, I love your hair videos. I've been natural 11 years. Whoop, whoop. So I've been natural a long time. My son is 11. He'll be 12 this year. And I have been natural since he was a baby. Maybe one. So probably about the same time. So let's talk a little bit about hair, right? Like we're talking about everything today. Like this live is so long. And the fact that you guys are on here with me, I completely love you guys for it. So, I was natural. I was growing out my hair and everything. And then my lupus made my hair fall out so bad. Again, this video is on YouTube. And you guys actually, it's far back on YouTube. And so I was washing my hair that night. It was already falling out. And I was washing my hair on this particular night. And I promise you guys, it was about maybe 11 o'clock at night, maybe midnight. This is how late it was. And I'm grabbing my hair, and I tell you, it's chunks. You know how like you see in the movies, people who battle cancer, their hair just falls out in big chunks? This literally happened to me this particular night. My hair fell out in big chunks. Like I'm grabbing, and it's all coming out. All of it. To the front was all bald. And I came out in the living room. I remember like it was yesterday, crying. I told my husband, I don't think I can save my hair. I don't think there's no coming back. I said, can you shave my hair for me? He was like, what? Girl, you've lost your mind. Shave your hair off. I'm like, well, if you don't, I'm just going to shave it off myself. So he heard the buzzer, buzz, and he comes into the bathroom. And he's like, you really want to do this? I'm like, yeah. And I put on my video camera and I show you guys the whole process. He's shaving and I'm crying. He's shaving and I'm crying. And I cannot believe I am going bald. And I'm not talking about like, oh, you got a little hair. No, I'm talking about straight bald. Like you could wax, like straight bald, nothing. And so I remember the next day I had to go to acupuncture because I was doing acupuncture for my lupus pains. By the way, For those of you that battle chronic illness, acupuncture is wonderful. You got to go more than once, but it definitely, you got to find the right acupuncture doctor. It helps. Side note. But so with my hair, it all fell out and I wore it short for a long time. I was bald. So when you're bald, you literally have to have your face beat. Okay? When I say beat, I mean like makeup on, beautiful, because people think you a dude. So I literally had to walk around with a beat face all the time. And I let my hair grow back and I kept it short for a long time. I said, you know what? I kind of like not having to do my hair. And I felt like if I wanted to hair or put a perm or anything in my hair, I just keep it natural. And then I decided that after I got my kidney transplant, I said, you know what? I'm ready to grow my hair back. So after my kidney transplant, I decided to grow my hair back. And this is where I'm at. I have gotten little trims and little cuts in between, but I used to do a lot of hair videos on Facebook before my hair fell out and all of that drama happened. I used to go into the natural hair groups. I used to kill those videos, man. I used to do styling all the time. But I don't do that anymore. And, you know, times have changed. These Facebook groups are just uptight nowadays. So I don't even mess with that stuff. I guess I could come on my own YouTube and do things like that. But again, I don't know what you guys want from me. You got to tell me. But I'm growing my hair out. I love it. My hair is healthy. Oh, as for, I had a little hiccup as I was growing my hair because after I got my kidney transplant, I was taking a very toxic medication called Prograf. And not only did that make me lose some hair, but it also gave me like tremors, twitching, and like forgetfulness, like all types of stuff. So thank God that that medication wasn't for long. I didn't have to take that for too long. I actually just had to take that for a short period of time. Hold on to make sure my camera's good. Only had to take that for a short period of time. And I went to the Bella Tessep. Hopefully I just called it the Bella Infusion, okay? So I just went to the Bella Infusion and my hair's been doing great. Fabulous. I was actually just talking to somebody in my DM. They were wondering like, how's my hair doing so well? Because they're having trouble. It's because of the medication. It's the medication that you're taking that causes the hair loss. Think about it. Like your body's not used to taking all these toxic meds, and now all of a sudden you're throwing all of this in. So your body needs to balance out. But that medicine was terrible. And I know a lot of people have to take it. You have to take it, you have to take it. But I take the Bella Infusion in replace of that. And at my hospital, they don't want me to be on Prograf for long. I think it was 9 months, but because I was in the midst of the pandemic and whatnot, they had me take it for a full year. And then they cut me off and they transitioned me to Bella. And so ever since I've been taking the Bella, I have had no issues. I haven't had any issues with it. So I'm really happy that my hair's growing back and it's all good, you know? And if I want something different, I just braid it down and I put a wig on. Okay, so I'm glad that you like the hair videos. I'm glad that you're enjoying that. So if you are watching the hair videos, that means that you're following me either on Instagram or on TikTok because I don't post hair videos in here. So thank you for following me on the other platforms. Because I try to do different things for different platforms because some people, again, want different things from me. So I have the morning motivations, Monday through Friday. Those are just straight affirmations. Then I do hair, data lives, things of that nature. Let's see, what else do we have here? My hair is falling out again for the second time post-transplant. And I really have considered getting rid of mine. It really just came back in 2021. So to see it all fall out now is rough. Now, let me ask you, what kind of medications are you on? You know, are you on Prograf? Comment below, let me know, just so I can have an idea of what you're experiencing. Are you on Prograf? Let me know. But it is most likely the medications. And have you tried biotin? You can take that. That is safe. I've asked the kidney transplant team, and even the girl that I was having the conversation with in the DM who recently got the kidney transplant, she is now taking that, and her team also said it was safe. And this is two different hospitals. But again, if you're going to try anything, most definitely, touch base with your team. Yep, you're on Prograf, and that is why. It does that. And I just don't know it's part of the side effects. Prograf does that. Now, how long have you been on Prograf? And is this something that is going to be in your regimen forever? Or is Prograf something that you're only going to take for a small amount of time? Because every hospital is different, every treatment is different. So, like I said, my team wanted me to do um, the Bella, and they told me that if I got on the Bella, my kidney would last longer than using just the Prograf. They've seen a lot longer span with the kidney and less side effects. Less side effects, check. I could tell you that offhand. As for living long, we'll see. I'll see you in the future to know. So they said, yep. Now, I know you said you're on collagen recommended by the team. Okay. But is the Prograf going to be for how long? Yes, it's in the list of my meds forever. So the only thing that I can do, or I can tell you, is talk to your team. Again, you guys, you need to be an advocate for your own health. If you are experiencing something, you need to go out and tell your team what you're experiencing and how it's making you feel and what it's doing to your body. You know, one medication may not be best for someone else. Like I already told you guys, and a few of us that I know that was on Prograf that experienced so much side effects. Like the tremors were bad, the twitching was bad, like, and I was constantly feeling like that vertigo, you know, where you feel like I was going through so much. So ask your team just to ask, but ask them if you're eligible for the Bella infusion, Bella Tacep. I have tons of videos on my YouTube channel of me going in there. Um, to do that. It is an infusion that is done once a month. So I was down for that. First of all, I don't have to take a pill. It works for me, doesn't work for everybody else. That's just my disclaimer out there. I'm just saying that I want you guys to be an advocate for your own health. Don't just take whatever they tell you. So let me give you a quick story as an example. So when I first got my kidney transplant, I've always had great blood pressure. And because of my kidneys failing, my blood pressure was to the roof. Okay. To the point where some days they couldn't get it under control. They have to give me like an emergency. You guys know that emergency stuff that like drop your blood pressure really quick. Like there was just up and down, up and down. And I'm like, if I get a kidney, maybe I'll go back to where I was. So I told the doctor I got my kidney transplant. He still had me on these blood pressure pills. And I'm like, why am I on these blood pressure pills? Like when I take this, my pressure keeps dropping too low. Like it's a struggle for me. I said, can I get off of these? Oh no, we still think you should. I said, first of all, doc, let me say what I need to say. How do you know I need these blood pressure pills if you're going to have me on them forever? Like there's got to be a time for you to wean me off of this so we could see if I actually need this. I feel in my body that I do not need this. You're telling me you want me to stay on this. Well, I'm asking you, no, actually, I'm telling you that I want you to wean me off and I want you to see if I actually need this medication. Long and behold, I did not need that medication. I have not taken another blood pressure pill. I have not seen another blood pressure pill. My blood pressure has been A1 ever since. This is what I'm trying to tell you. These doctors will have you on all types of medication that is unnecessary. You got to be an advocate for your own health. You have to tell them, like, listen, I need you to evaluate because you're just another number to them. I don't care how you want to see it. You're just another number. Even though they say, oh, hey, Crissy, they don't really know you like that. You know what I mean? Like, be your own advocate. Step up for your own health. Take control. Like I do these videos and lives and I teach you things on my YouTube channel because I don't want you to just take what they say. You guys know my first live video on here was because a friend of mine died because she was getting neglect for her dialysis. It's here on my YouTube. She passed away. Right? She passed away because she kept telling the doctors this is what, and they wasn't listening. At this point, you need to scream, you need to act up, I don't care if you come out of character. You need to let your doctors listen to you. That girl was begging for help and they would refuse to listen to her. And she passed away. You know, that was such a shakeup in our kidney community. Like, and I know personally that she was begging for help because she told me. We were talking. I was even on her podcast. because she had a podcast that she was also interviewing other people that were battling chronic illness. And me and her had similar situation: lupus, kidney disease, dialysis, and she passed. So when I tell you guys you need to be an advocate for your own health, it's not because, I'm anti-doctors. I'm not. They're there for a reason, right? But you have to stand up for yourself, and you have to believe in what you want. So let me go ahead and see what the next question is. Prograph. Yep, we talked about that. It's in the list forever. Like I said, go ask about the Bella infusion. See if you're eligible for that. If you're really having a lot of side effects and you don't like Prograph. Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that. I've had to be aggressive with my team sometimes. You do. You most definitely do. And you guys seen, I made a video on the channel that was explaining when you're going through the transplant process that you need to be a little aggressive. Sometimes you need to stand your ground, because they'll tell you stuff and then don't call you for weeks. Don't maybe even call you for over a month, because you're just another number to them. I was the type of person, I was determined. I cried at every dialysis appointment. There was no way in hell that I was going to stay on dialysis any longer than I needed to. So I was calling every day, to the point where they knew me by name. Okay, I was calling, I was leaving messages. You're going to answer my call. You're going to answer my questions. You're going to tell me what needs to be done. I said, listen, I don't have time to be going back and forth with you guys. Tell me what needs to be done so I can get this transplant. Well, you need to do this, you need to do that. And then like the week after, I had everything done. They're like, wow, I've never seen anybody move this fast, because maybe nobody needed a transplant as bad as I did. I cannot take dialysis no more. Get me on this list now. Like, who do I need to speak to? Oh, she's on vacation. Let me talk to her supervisor. Like, you have to take control of, you know what you're going through. You have to take control of your health. Again, don't take no BS from nobody, you guys. This is your life. You're letting people have control over your life. This is your life. Nobody wants to live more than you do. Your doctors, again, you're just another number. You are just another number to them. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Even though I got my kidney transplant, I don't play around. I do not play. When I need an appointment, I'm going to get an appointment. If I feel some way, somebody's going to call me. Now we have telehealth, or whatever they call that. Now we have that. So there's no excuses why doctors can't see you, or somebody from the team can't see you. Get on a call just like this. You see how me and you are talking right now? I have many of these due to the pandemic with my doctors, with my team. I had many of these situations. So again, be your own advocate. Any other questions on here? I see there's some people on Instagram. I'm able to finally see you guys, the chat in Instagram. So if you have questions in Instagram, drop those questions now. YouTube, I can see your chat as well now. So drop those in the as well too, and let me know. Again, I have been here. We've been chatting for, how long have we been chatting? Wow, guys, an hour and 40 minutes. We've been on here for an hour and 40 minutes discussing everything that you have questions on. Again, you don't usually get people that come on here and give you their time to tell you what they've been through, to guide you. Again, I am serving you guys. I am here for you guys. So this is your time to get whatever questions you need answered. Again, I want to start doing some more stretching videos. I want you guys